She handed over her baby, wrapped in a blanket, for a pile of money. I watched it happen. It all started when I moved to the city, looking for work. I rented a small room in a crowded neighborhood, filled with all kinds of people. One of my neighbors was a young woman named Zola. She was always dressed in nice clothes, always smiling, but something about her didn't feel right. Zola had a baby, a small, quiet little girl. She rarely took the baby out, but I'd sometimes see her holding the child by the window. I remember thinking it was strange, how distant she seemed from her own child. One night, I heard a knock on my door. It was Zola, looking panicked. She asked if I could watch her baby for a little while. I agreed, thinking she needed a break, like most mothers do. But what happened next, I'll never forget. A few days later, I saw Zola again, but this time, she wasn't carrying her baby. She looked even more dressed up, smiling bigger than before. Curious, I asked her where the baby was. She avoided my question, changing the subject quickly. That same evening, I overheard something strange. Zola was talking to a man outside my window. I couldn't hear everything, but I caught bits and pieces. She said something about money and being free of responsibility. It made my skin crawl. The next morning, a woman from the neighborhood came to my door, asking if I'd seen Zola's baby. Word had spread that the baby had been missing for days. I told her everything I knew, and that's when it all came together. Zola had sold her baby. For money. The thought of it made me sick. I couldn't sleep for days, thinking about that poor child, wondering where she was, who she was with. The police came, but by then, Zola was gone. She had left the city, disappearing as if she'd never lived there. I still hear her laugh sometimes in my nightmares. A young woman who traded her own blood for cash, never looking back.